So this is our first prompt for chapter 6, and I really want you to read this carefully. We will have, of course, more prompts to come. And every day that I introduce you a prompt, I really want you to research ahead of time because, of course, this week is a different week, right? But when we come back from our break, I suggest that you have all the information ready to be discussed during class time, and you'll be working on your group again to discover, whatever it is that I need you to discover from each prompt. So here it is. Citibank requires a minimum balance of $1,500 to maintain the free checking services. What it really means for free checking is, of course, I would love to have you research this before you entered, but anyway, free checking simply means you don't have to pay a fee to have your account. As long as, remember, a bank imposed a rule on you saying that if you want free checking, meaning I'm not going to charge you anything, you would have to maintain a $1,500 balance. What does it mean? I mean, every day, whatever day it is, if the bank checks in on you and your account doesn't have at least $1,500 in the bank, it will charge you some kind of fee. Okay, so a free checking simply tells you that, hey, I will not be charged as long as I have at least this amount in my bank, $1,500 every moment, at any moment. Okay, here's the next one. If Mr. Hayashi is going to write checks for the amounts listed in the table, how much money should he have in his account before writing checks in order to have free checking? So notice that the last question here asks, how much money does he need to have before he starts writing his checks? How many checks did he write from this problem? Two. And so he wrote 2 checks. I mean, understand that when you're writing checks, you are actually taking money out of your account to pay someone. Is that true?
Yes.
It's different from people giving you a check to deposit. When you get a check from someone, you get money into your bank. But when you're writing a check, you are actually taking money out of your bank. Okay, so that's the difference. So let's think about this for a moment. First of all, for check number, let's just do a quick walkthrough. For check number 750, how much money did he?
1,300.
Okay, so he spent $1,300. So let's write this information down. So notice I'm reading the problem and I'm trying to jot down some information that's relating to the problem. For check number 751,
900%.
okay, so he spent $947. So how much did he spend in all? How do you get that information? Okay, you add them up, and so how much did he spend in all?
2,247.
Very good, Alicio. $2,247. So this is the money that he spent. Is that true?
Mr. Strong, what is that? Where it says 947 in front of it? Is that
That's the dollar sign. Okay. So he's going to spend a total of $2,247. Let me ask this questions. Before he spent this money, you think that the amount he had in his account before is going to be more than this or less than this?
More.
Okay, that's kind of obvious because if you had less than this, then you will be in the red. Is that true? So
Yes.
you need to have more than this in order to spend this money. And like you know how the bank works, if you actually withdraw more money than you have, they're going to start charging you a lot of money every single time. It's not a good idea. So think about this. We know that he needs to maintain $1,500, right? He needs to maintain this money in his bank all the time. So I want you to think about this for a moment. The question, remember I told you that 99% of the time, you want to read the last question because it will help you determine what kind of variable I need to use. In this case, here's the question. How much money should he have in his account before writing the checks in order to have free checking? So in this case, how many variables do you think we need?
3.
2.
Yeah.
Well, before you say,
Wait,
what you say, Alicia? Yes?
1.
1. Why 1 and not 2?
Because you just need the amount.
Yeah, you just need the amount, right? Just his amount.
Me?
So can someone here help me define that first variable? What should I write?
Wait.
Yes.
X equals amount needed before.
Okay, well, what is it?
X equals
Okay, X is,
amount needed before D.
oh, amount of money. Just say before, right? Is that good enough? Amount of money before he wrote his checks. So now at least we understand that X here represents the amount of money he had before, right? We don't know exactly what he had. And that's what we're trying to find out. How much did you have in your bank in order for you to write 2 checks like that? Okay, so let's think about this for a moment. We know he has to maintain $1,500 in his account, right? And so let me answer this question. Can he have less than that amount in his account?
No.
Okay, so does it mean he has to have exactly 1,500?
Yes.
Exactly?
Or more.
Oh, wait. Interesting how you said or more. So does that mean you have more than one answer?
Yes.
So could he have $1,500.01 and still make it work
Yes.
after he wrote the 2 checks? What about 1,600? Is that okay too?
Yes.
What about $1,700?
Maybe.
Oh, as long as what?
It's over.
As long as it's over the
Edge.
amount of,
Amount needed.
how much does he need to have in his account all the time?
1,500.
So he can have exactly $1,500 in the account. Can he have $1,499.99?
No.
Why?
Because that's low.
Yeah, that's still low, right? So you kind of see where the cutoff line is. The cutoff point is $1,500 or more. So then the question now comes to, wait. So how do we represent that mathematically? The part that says or more. We know that he needs $1,500. So before, when I say he needs $1,500, we know to use equal sign, right? That is when you have exactly only one answer. This is the exact amount. Okay? We use the equal sign when we want something to be exact. But as you know, is this something that we need to be exact?
No.
No. So whenever we have a situation where exactness is not something that we aim for, you should say, okay, so this is not something that we want to look at anymore. And then we have, no, just write it. This is something that we want to look for. These symbols. Do you know what these are?
Less than.
You know what these are?
About?
You know what these are called?
What's on the right?
I'm just saying overall, what are these called?
Yes. Oh, that's equal.
Oh, no, I'm not saying to identify each one. I'm saying, what are these symbols of what? No, we have
Number
a
line.
symbols of what?
Greater than or less than.
I just mentioned that before we begin.
When?
What is it?
Equality.
Inequalities. Very good.
Inequalities.
Not me.
Okay, these are called, of course, if these are not equal, we call it inequalities, right? And I want you to understand something here. Do not ever say that this is greater than or less than.
Those are confusing, Mr.
Okay, don't ever say that because you don't want to know that. Do not ever say that this is less than or equal or greater than or equal. There's no point. Well, let's unlearn that. Okay, instead, what I want you to understand is this resembles a mouth, right?
The what?
A mouth? Okay, fine. Perhaps you learned this before, but you realize when the mouth is open, it's anticipating to eat something that is big. Is that true?
Big.
Okay.
Do we
So,
write that?
yes, please. So basically, where the mouth is facing, you expect to have a big value on that side.
Yes.
So instead of you learning that this is a greater than sign or less than sign, I want you to be able to see where's the mouth facing. If the mouth is facing one side, and that side's the big side. So let's write this. How do you say this? Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's make this. Yeah. How do you write that?
15 is more than 5.
Okay, so 15 is more than 5, right?
15
So-
is greater than 5.
Or greater than 5. Good. But look, if I write it like this, now what?
5 is greater than 15.
No,
5 is
five
less
is
than.
less than 15.
So in both cases, you're right. Okay, but would it be fair to say for this first line right here? Can I also say this? That 5 is less than 15.
Yeah. No.
But then you're
Oh,
reading
yeah,
it.
you can.
Yes.
You're reading it like you are in the video.
Wait. Oh, good. I like how you say that.
What?
Wait. Miriam, why did you say no? Didn't I say that correctly? 5 is less than 15?
You're reading like how they read
Did I say that correctly?
it.
Did I say that correctly when I say 5 is less than 15? Is that correct? Mathematically, is that correct?
No.
Okay. Lionel, you said 5 is not less than 15.
Oh, yeah, it is. But you're not reading it right.
Okay. So is it fair to say also that the second line here, that 15 is greater than 5?
Yes.
So as you can see, I can say it either way, both directions, and therefore the two signs can take in either meaning. But since we
Should
want to
we
follow,
read left
I know,
or right?
I'm trying to get to that
I
point.
know.
Since we want to follow the conventions, we want to read it from left to right. Is that
That's what
correct?
I said.
So therefore, you would start with the left-hand side. You say 15 is greater than 5, and of course, the second line we say 5 is less than 15. Now, what I want you to get out of this is, listen, please. What I want you to really to get out of this is the following. So let's say this. Let me say I have just n. N represents any number. I don't know what that number is.
12.
But if I write it like this, what am I asking you to find?
Find
Any number.
N equals less than 5.
N equal?
Equal? You can equal this. Tell me.
Less
You
than
can
five.
answer right there.
So what do you
N
mean?
equals less than 5.
N is less. Okay, instead of
It
saying
has to be-
n is less than 5, can you substitute that letter with I want a number that is less than 5?
Four is
Okay,
less than
so
five.
can you give me a couple of answers that's less than 5?
Four.
One.
1.9.
Okay.
Four.
Would it be fair to say that the answer can go on forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is basically infinitely many. Is that true? But I don't want you to have to write out every single answer because that's basically impossible. Is that true? Therefore, the way that we represent this is to use a number line for it. And the way that we use number line is very simple. You just draw yourself a number line, a line like this. You always locate your neutral point, which is 0. Where's the 5 going to be? Left or the right hand side?
Right.
0. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly pick a point and I call that a 5. Now here's the thing. Is my answer going to be on the right hand side of this or left hand side of 5? Okay, so so what we have, this is how we represent it. We draw a line above it and we point everything to the left hand side, indicating that my answer is to the left hand side of 5. But now, listen, is 5 included in our answer?
No.
Why?
Because
No,
it's
it has to be less than five.
Huh?
It has to be less.
Oh, it has to be less.
Because
So-
it's not gonna be equal.
So for us to
Simple, not
represent,
equal.
thank you. So for us to represent,
You're gonna die.
for us to represent this case where we cannot include the 5, all that we need to do is on top of that 5 we say I don't want to include it. Therefore, I'm going to have a blank circle indicating that I will not include.
When it's closed, that means equal, right?
Yes. So it means to include it. Okay. So we're going to have that case. So this one simply means I will not include that 5. 5 is not part of my solution. But look at this next problem right here. If I have something like this, what does it mean? Someone read this to me, please.
And
I don't want you to close yet. Just read it to me. What does it mean when you read it? Yes.
what do you mean?
Read it to you. What does it mean? What does it mean to you?
And
I don't want and. I want something that's meaningful to you.
Okay.
A number.
Thank you for saying that. But yeah, go ahead, say it. Just okay, continue on.
A number?
Uh-huh. What?
A number. 6 is greater than.
I want a number what?
A number is less than or equal to 5.
Oh, really? Is that how?
I mean greater than.
Wait,
my
so
bad. I'm
the math.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no. You have nothing to say sorry for. Go ahead. What does it say again? A number is what?
Number is greater than or equal to 5.
Ah, so now, all of a sudden, when you include this extra, technically, let me just tell you something. That this symbol right here is made up of 2 symbols in one. It's made up of this sign and the equal sign. The reason why we don't want to write the equal sign because it makes it ugly. So therefore, we combine it into this sign. Okay? So that's how you understand it. Now, when you say you want a number that is greater than or equal to 5, I identify my 0.
It could be 5.
And here's my 5. My answer now, in this case, is going to be where? Is it to the right-hand side of 5 or left-hand side of 5?
On the right.
Wait. What did you say, Giselle? Both?
I said right.
I heard both. Wait, is it possible for a number to be greater than and less than at the same time?
Maybe.
No.
No.
So
Yeah,
where?
if you do
So
it-
where do you think the line's
If
going to be
you
pointing?
say something is not equal.
Where do you think the arrow's going to be pointing? Think.
To the right side. On the right side. I mean, on the right. Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Closer
To the right. Okay.
Looks like this.
And?
No, I know, but like I don't know how I got confused. I would never get confused.
Okay, but do you understand why it's pointing to the right?
Yes,
Because-
because it's greater than.
Okay, and now,
And you fill in the circle because it might be 5.
okay, good. So this one you will include your 5.
Are we done?
Nope, not yet.
Well, I thought we were supposed to go to the.
We will.
You guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, what about the question, Mr.
Okay,
Too eager.
you got this so far?
Yes.
No, I'm kind of confused.
Okay, Giselle, what is it you're confused on?
Yeah, Giselle, tell us.
Tell me.
Timeline.
Huh?
Timeline.
The timeline.
That's not a timeline.
Okay,
it's a
fine,
number.
fine. Whatever she calls
Okay,
it,
I'm
fine.
sorry.
And this is called number line. Giselle,
Yeah.
listen.
What?
Okay, why is it so confusing? I want a number
Okay.
that is bigger than or equal to 5.
Okay.
Here's my number line. Of course, I
Right.
always draw my 0 to indicate where's the left and where's the right, right? Because 0 is the middle. 5 is on the right-hand side of 0. That's why I just label 5.
Didn't we run
And I want my number, in this case, I want my number to be bigger than 5, right? Or equal. Bigger than 5 means it's going to be on the left-hand side of it or on the right-hand side of it. Anything that's bigger than 5, what do you think?
Right.
Okay, that's why you see my arrows pointing to the right. Starting from 5? Yes or no? Do you see that or no?
Isn't that one like bigger?
Which one's
The
bigger?
end? The end?
Yeah, that's why I want my result to be on the right-hand side.
Oh.
Because I want it bigger. Notice over here, since my n is smaller, n is less than 5, notice that my result is on the right-hand side.
Write it out for her, like,
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, alright.
is equal
So are we clear on that part?
Yes.
greater than or equal to.
Now hurry up, boys. I'm gonna get
Why is the top one, notice the symbol is different. This one has an equal below it. Equal means I include the number, right? Okay, are we clear on that?
Yes.
Okay,
Are we done?
now, okay, alright.
I think this is only like.
Now,
Oh, we need to do that.
now that we understand this part, I want you to go back and visit this problem again.
No, we need to.
So look,
Oh.
the problem says, that he spent a total of $2,247, right? From the amount that he had before. How do you take that information and write it into a mathematical expression to describe what he spent? What would you do? If x represent the money he had before, what do you do with x to represent that he's going to spend some money?
X is greater.
Think.
Because he has
Think.
less now,
If he's
right?
going to be spending money mathematically means what? Take away. So take away means what? Okay, how much did he spend?
2,247.
Okay, so if this is if you have what he had before, take away the 2 checks, the amount of money that he has in the bank now has to be what? At least what?
1,500.
So right here, we'll say he has to maintain this amount. But then my question is going to be, what symbol should I put in here to indicate that he needs to have at least $1,500?
Greater than or equal to. Or equal to.
Okay, so wait. So the question is, you say greater than, right?
And
Or equal to.
Why equal?
Because you just
Oh.
said it could be more than 150,000.
Oh no, not
What
150,000.
did you say right now?
1,500.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
It has to be 1,500 or.
More.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what? I'm confused.
Wait, it has to be
I just got confused now.
It has to be a second.
it's not 150,000. Please read the number.
What?
That one has to be.
I'm,
Oh, I know why.
I know why. I got confused.
Let me just repeat this. The amount that he needs to have in the bank is $1,500. Okay.
Probably Mr. Red was leaving and hanging.
Okay. So we good? Okay.
We're so rude.
All right.
Pack up, people. We gotta go to play.
No.
Wait, did you just say it dipped?
Okay. Let's just finish this up. Make sure. Okay.
Oh my
We were packed up.
So,
That's hella rude.
would you agree that we need this sign to indicate that we need to include the $1,500 in there?
god.
Okay. How do we solve this? To solve for x? How do we?
Oh, add to the.
Very good. So write a regular equation. Okay. Now what?
Miriam has to put it.
I know, right?
So what is it?
Whatever. Tell me what you want.
47.
So he needs to have at least $3,747 in his account before he write the 2 checks. Huh? Okay.